Hello guys, Boardwalk here, and in today's video I wanted to do a bit of a different style today, and I'm basically just going to do like a showcase of what's going on in my LEGO Ninjago City at the moment. So this is just a video idea I sort of thought of a couple of days ago, and just wanted to basically showcase how I've set up my Ninjago City gardens. So I've basically just put lots of different minifigures from the set and from my own collection just throughout the set and created lots of different scenes, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to show you what I've displayed my set as. So starting at the base of Ninjago City Gardens, I just have some simple scenes going on here, especially with the builder minifigure from, I think it was last year to be honest, of Sora and Aaron, just sort of chilling on the park bench here, just below the sort of base of the tree. So they're just sort of chilling out there, sort of talking, looking what would be like the rest of the river almost. And then to where it gets a bit more exciting, I've got some of the actual ninjas, so they came with Legacy Kai and Legacy Zane down there. I basically have them holding up the Sons of Garmadon. As you can see, Zane's frozen ultraviolet on to the floor there. So I've just put some translucent parts around her feet to sort of emulate that, like they've sort of been busted for a crime. And Kai here has sort of disarmed this other Sons of Garmadon grunt and thrown his sword into the river. Then we've got another one fleeing away from the scene just to get away from the ninja there. And some more simple stuff. We have the wolf that came in the set on this little balcony, and just a little dude on his phone down there as if he was just walking down the street. And I will also take some of the layers apart to show you what's going on the inside of some of the buildings. Then, sort of a cameo in the set, I have Miles Morales swinging around the city. So I recently got this minifigure and I thought it just fit really well into the Ninjago City, especially how he came with the spiderweb piece, so I just have him swinging around there. That's one of my favourite and most recent additions. Then here we have Jay and Nia coming out from a date from Chen's Noodle shop, and we actually have the mechanic here hiding around the corner. Because I've just got him set up basically like he's robbed a nearby store or something, and he's obviously recognised that it's Jay and Nia there. So he's obviously being cautious and just trying to wait for them to leave. Then as you can see more minifigures in there, but I'll get into them in a minute. Then over here we actually have another cameo from MK from Monkey Kid, and he's delivering some of Pigsy's noodles to probably some sort of resident in the Ninjago City somehow. And he sort of stumbled across Garmadon in his four-armed form. So I've got him in sort of like a pose where he's gotten spooked by Garmadon here because of his sort of really abnormal four-armed look, and he's nearly dropped the whole order, which I thought was quite funny. And I really love that minifigure. That's from the Polybag, where he just came with his little bike. I don't have the bike here because it obviously doesn't fit anywhere. Then another one of my favourite scenes is here by the ice cream shop. Is I've got one of the civilians from the Ninjago movie, and he's basically freaking out because he sees Knuckle and Cruncher coming out the ice cream shop with ice creams and ice lollies. So he's sort of really confused with what's going on, and they're just trying to get a nice treat for the day. Then going up the stairs is Clutch Powers, who also came in the set, which is really cool. But yeah, this one's really cool. I love these two minifigures, and it's obviously like in the show as well. They're sort of like a pair all the time. They just sort of occasionally show up. And I feel like it made sense to put them in this sort of casual setting of just sort of getting ice creams in there, and they're obviously just roaming around Ninjago City. And then flipping the build around, just to show you some of the back detailing, because there is some sort of boardwalk space for the minifigures here. This dude, that's also from Ninjago City, if I can get the camera in there. It's a bit difficult, but he's basically screaming and crying because he's dropped his ice cream there. So that's another sort of funny scene I had. That build is actually part of the set where there's spilt ice cream on the floor. And I had this perfect minifigure with this basically crying expression, really distraught at the fact he's dropped his ice cream that he's just bought. So he's back there sort of mourning the loss of his freaking ice cream. Then down here we just have some dude waiting to go to work, having his morning tea or something, just chilling on the balcony of his house, just above Ronan's workshop, where Ronan actually is in the window there. Very hard to see because it is quite dark, but yeah, he is in there. So I've got him sort of watching the pawn shop because it obviously is his. And then moving up to the terrace, just in front of the museum entrance, is just a lady with a pretzel, so nothing too special there. And then flipping it back around, coming to the sort of final level before we look at some of the interior details of what's going on, is we have Lord Raz from Dragon's Rising chasing the newer version of the Dragon's Rising Lloyd. So I just put these in here because seeing as the whole Dragons Rising theming is supposed to be about there's been like a big time rift or whatever, and they've sort of somehow ended up here in the Ninjago City Gardens alongside other versions of Lloyd and whatnot and the other versions of the ninja. So they're just running across this little rooftop here. And then we got Pixel trying to chase down this other criminal that's working with the mechanic who's on her little flying moped, which is where Mars Morales is swinging off of, to be honest. And then over here we have the sort of Ninja HQ. This is one I can show you the interior detail of quite early. It's basically just Lloyd and Cole playing some video games. Lloyd is on the actual arcade machine here, focusing the one that's actually interactive, if you've seen a review of the set before. And Cole's just playing on the TV there. So that's all the sort of minifigures on the exterior. So I'm going to break apart some of the building so you can see what's going on in the insides. So I've taken off the first level here so you can get a better look at some of the details in here. So first of all, in the museum we've actually got Lloyd and Misako. This is the Lloyd from the Ninjago movie sets. Taking a look at the picture of when all the Elemental Masters fought against the Time Twins in the museum there. It's quite hard to see, but it is there. And obviously you've got some of the other trinkets and stuff in the museum from the set. Then down just on this little balcony we have this minifigure from the collectible minifigure series. I can't remember which one. Just sort of surveying the city and just looking upon it. Then we actually have Pyro, which I believe her name is, breaking in from the other side into the museum there. So we've got some more criminal activity going on. Then we have the Ninjago movie of Misako, aka Coco, on her little balcony in the sort of like student room. So I just imagine she's not actually Misako, and just another civilian where she can just chill out in this room here. So that's that floor, so I'm going to move down to Chen's Noodle Shop and the ice cream store. So in Chen's Noodle Shop, we just got a couple minifigures. I've got Benny from the Lego movie in there, getting some noodles as well as just some casual dude at the table there. Then in the ice cream shop, we just have Nelson from Crystallize getting an ice cream, and then obviously the ice cream dude serving up all the ice cream there with all of his tools and stuff. So that's what's really going on in these two buildings, because they are quite cramped. There's not much you can put into them. So I'm going to take these parts off, and then I'll give you a look at the final parts. So yeah, that's what's going on in my Lego City at the moment. So this is just a short little video just to basically, again, to reiterate, to show you what my setup is looking like on the Lego Ninjago City Gardens. So if you enjoyed this video, obviously feel free to comment down your thoughts and sort of give any suggestions of who I could add or what I could add to the set, maybe whether that be some builds or change some scenery or put some new characters in here or change them around or just some overall modifications. If you have any suggestions, feel free to drop them down below. And let me know what sort of ways you like to display your sets, whether you like to put minifigures on them or just display them as they are. So if you want to check out some more Lego videos on my channel, I will leave some on the pinned screen now. And without further ado, I'm going to sign out and goodbye.